Hey there ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome back. As you can see, we are in Multimap. It is December and doesn't know whether know it. But that's not going to stop us, we've got jobs to do. We need, let's have a quick look at the map. We need to do the following. Firstly, we have a stash of canola. That needs selling. It's December, it's the best time to sell it, and it needs to be sold up here at the, what's it called, Fruit Trade North outlet. We need this field ploughing. This field needs herbiciding and fertilising. These two grass fields, that one and that one, both need harvesting, so they need to be mown, collected, and the produce put to decent use. So that's our plan. I think what we're going to do for a start is just going to get a tractor, grab the plough. Let's start ploughing field 24. Jump into the big fence. Stop. Missed. Spin it, right. Let's get this over to the field. Don't know what the weather's going to do, whether it's going to cheer up at some point or not. But we'll see. Let's use course play. Let's see what this has got to offer us. Right, we're going to be temporary course. Let's identify the field. We'll do 4 headlands, but we're going to start work on the centre. Generate course. That looks reasonable enough. Just click go. The AI worker wants a lot more lights on. That looks particularly beautiful sunrise this morning. And away he goes. Okay. Ploughing's never the quickest thing in town, so this is going to take a while, why we've set it going first. I think the next thing we'll do is let's get our canola sold so we know what money we've got in the bank. Grab the Deutsch file, start it up. Don't need too many lights on, it's not that dark. Right, let's grab the trailer. Didn't check what the fuel was on the Fent that we've just put on the plough. Maybe should have done that first. Okay, let's pick up some crop. Mosey on in. Stop there. Yes, please. Then it will just be, let's jump out there a second, then it will just be our soybeans left to go. And they're best off sold in late spring, early summer. So it'll be a while yet for them. There we go. Right, so we need to go left here. Stay on this road while it's straight. Let's put the sat nav on. Well, the snow doesn't seem to be laying too much on the ground, which is a good thing. Okay, so we need to be looking at going left at the top here. Must be this one. And we should be able to follow this road round. Is it me or does the wildlife sound louder this month than it has done before? Wonder if I've tweaked a setting by mistake. Okay, so we are heading there, I think. It's up here somewhere, so what's this? Yeah, I'll have some of that. Okay, let's double check where it is we need to be. That doesn't appear to be a trigger point. Or is it because our cover's on? No, I think we're in the wrong place. Bear with me a second. Let's have a look on the map. Saving, saving, saving. Map. So this is where we are, which is the Spitz Beverage Factory. And this is where we need to be, which is not where we are. We need to be across the road. Sorry chaps. Just thought we'd come and say hello. Thank you. Don't mess with the cement mixer. This looks more like it. Right, here we are. Fruchthandel. There you go, mate. I'll put that in here, then you can handle my fruit. $178,093 of your English pounds or your European euros or your American dollars, depending on how you're doing it. Okay, let's get these two back to the yard. Park this in here. And then we can grab the forage wagon, because that's going to be needed. Don't want to detach it. Right, okay. You stay there. The wildlife's freaking me out a little bit, has to be said. Let's just see what the weather forecast is going to do. Bear with me a second. So it looks like it's going to continue snowing till about 10 o'clock-ish. The afternoon's going to be okay, and then it's going to snow again through the night. January's looking good. Second half of January is going to snow into February, and then it starts warming up again. It's going to be very cold. Okay, not windy. Let's go set a mower up. It's not ideal weather for it, but we do need to get this mowing underway. Let's jump in. Start her up. And again, I think we're going to look at course plate. So we can do make sure it knows which field. We'll do 4 headlands. We'll start on the headlands this time. Go. Yeah, that looks good enough to me. First waypoint. Go. There we go, it's leaving a nice windrow for us. Make it easier for the forage wagon to pick it all up. Okay. Let's leave it all to it. So just go back to the house for a cup of tea, and we need to have a think about what it is we're going to do. It's still snowing. Yeah, what it is we're going to do with all this money. See, to my way of thinking, there's three things. We can either buy fields, we can buy productions, which may be a way forward. We may be able to buy something that we can use our flour at, but on this particular map it isn't just a case of putting flour into bakery to get bread. There are other additional things you need to do for that, so it's not quite as simple as it might have been. The other thing we could do, of course, is invest a bit more in aminals. We have got another massive influx of grass coming up, which means we will have a lot more grass, hay. We've got silage, so we've got enough grass and hay, straw to be seriously looking at the cow situation. Yeah, we're gonna just pop over to the cow and sheep area. Morning, my dear. Right. So we have 200 animals. See, I think we need to think about seriously upping that, because we've got so much food we can give them. What would it cost us? So it's 127 for 100 more mature animals. There you go. It's not so painful if you don't think about it for too much. We've got so much money in the bank. It's ridiculous, it's all sitting in the bank. Okay. Right, now we've got 400. What are we going to do about the sheep? So we've only got 240 of those. A lot of them are youngsters, but we have a lot more food coming. Right. To you two. Let's see what the options are with regard to a spinnery and a tailor shop. So looking at the map, this is our plough guy. Nice straight edges he's creating there. This is our forage wagon and our mower. That's the mower, that's the forage wagon. Spinnery. So the spinnery is not far away. The spinnery is here, in fact. Now, I am very tempted to buy this and then really ramp up the amount of wool giving animals we have. See if we can't make some money that way. But this is about 700, yeah, 680,000. But we've still got one. So I've got no willpower when it comes to these things. I'm like this when I'm shopping at home. Best go visit it now we bought it. Looks quite an unassuming place. Ausfahrt. We once drove to Germany and Ickle said to me, "How big is this Ausfahrt place?" I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "We've been passing the signposts for Ausfahrt for hours on this autobahn." It's funny if you look it up to see what Ausfahrt actually means. Right. Maybe should have followed the signpost so I knew where the Ausfahrt was. Here's the Ausfahrt. That's a very posh looking building. Okay. A nice brisk December morning walk through the snow. Back to the farm. We are now the proud owners of a spinnery. So we need to go and beef up our supply of sheep and sort some wool out. Right, so now we've bought the spinnery, I think probably we're going to need to really bite the bullet in terms of sheep. Okay. Don't think there's any difference in what they produce. We've actually got another 100 coming up to the age when they'll be of more value to us. "12 months old we can sell for 400. Yeah. Okay. So, not buying babies. Life's too short. $108,000. Again, it's not a big investment. Well, it is a big investment. It's obviously a massive investment, but it's not big compared to what we've got in the bank. Hopefully this is going to start now producing wool at a decent rate. Next, I think we need to get this little lot actually down to the spinnery. So, all we've got is our massive... Should we buy a smaller trailer? It's ridiculous getting that massive Arctic thing out every time we need to shift a couple of pallets. Likewise with the eggs there. Let's Let's take a tractor. We'll go to the shop. Given that we're not skint, I'm sure we can afford something to hoik our pallets about on. See you at the shop. Alright, let's have a look. Trailers. What's in flatbed trailers? Maybe. But all I really want is just something of a decent size that can be so can we do a no, that one. Hum-de-dum-de-dum. See, something like that. Can we actually do a bale trailer version? Yeah, we can. Okay. We'll have a ladder, why not? Go me on a spending spree today. That'll do, that's all we need for the moment. Hopefully the massive semi-trailer that comes with its own 44-ton Arctic will come in useful at some point, but it's a bit overkill at the moment. Let's get this back, we'll get the forklift out, we'll get the wool loaded up, we'll get our spinnery up and running. Let's get it loaded up. There we go. That's pleasantly quiet once it stops. Right, let's jump in here. Start her up. Make sure she's all strapped up properly. We'll head for the spinnery. I take it it's the forage wagon that needs unloading, so we'll do that in a second. Right, spinnery, so it's this way. Turn right here at the bottom, go past our own fields, our own grass field. And our spinnery should be just up here. There's our forage wagon that needs unloading. Looks like the harvester either has just or is just about to finish. Yeah, he's just doing one last row, I think. But the spinnery isn't far. Should, hopefully, be just over this hill. Whoop, watch where you go, Pops. Looks like it through the trees there. Okay, in we go. Park up here, undo the straps. It all disappears. That's promising. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Shh. Quiet. Why is everything so loud today? Okay. Hardly touch the sides. That's not going to last very long. We're going to go through 80 that many times. So it's nearly 20,000. That's going to take no time at all. So we need, that's cotton, sorry. It's even worse if it's wool. So canvas, fabric, 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 wool. 80 wool. 240 times 2,400 times 80 is 192,000. So to keep this production fully going, we're going to need 192,000 litres of wool every month. The beauty is now, and I might do this while I'm thinking about it, is we can set this to distribute straight to here. Can we do that from in here? Can we do that at all with wool? Maybe we can't. Anyway, just back in there a second. The long and the short is we need the best part of 200,000 litres of wool every month. Yeah, we could change the output mode once we've got somewhere to send this, but for the moment we want this storing, and then ultimately we will have a clothing factory or the tailor shop or something where we will be sending our fabric. But for now, so that's not going to last 5 minutes. Okay, well, we bought more sheep. There's not a lot more else we can do other than keep buying sheep. Meanwhile, back at the grass field, this guy's finished. Look at the stay of him. He's going to need to go to the jet wash. The what? The jet wash. Losing my voice, that's not great. Let's go over to this forage wagon and we'll get this emptied. We'll fill the sheep barn up first. so. Didn't need much, but we may as well keep it full. And then for the moment, this little lot can go to the footlager. Like so. It's noisy, isn't it? Let's let that finish, then we'll come by and have a look. So we've got chaff, we've got grass, we've got mineral fields, silage. Still got 1 million litres of silage, straw, TMR. Again, maybe we need to look even more at buying cows. Right, let's get this back on the field. And away he goes. Over the other side, the ploughing goes on. About half the field done, maybe. And according to course plate, we have 1 hour and 1 minute to go. So we're nice, sat in the cab with a cup of coffee, radio blaring. We'll leave that and come back in a little while. That's this grass field finished. Let's get this delivered. Back to the footlager. Okay. Next up for December is the next grass field. We're going to have a lot of fertilising and herbalising to do. But I also think, let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's going to be some cultivating done. Got 3 big contracts, which I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear I'm going to take on but do behind the scenes. That would be nice, but yeah, I do have a life, not sat here at my computer, allegedly, so I think we're going to have to avoid that one, but we are going to take those 3. But you will be pleased to hear that the next grass field, the mowing and the foraging, and the 2 or 3 contracts cultivating, you don't have to sit through. They will all be done and dusted by the time we meet again. I think that's enough for this episode. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I will see you for the second half of December. In the meantime, stay safe and be good.